A new play created for COC's New Works Festival has made the leap to being a full-stage production in Los Angeles. I recently had the chance to attend the show. Wackademia. That's right, say it with me, Wackademia. This 3-act play began as part of the College of the Canyon's New Works Festival, brought an excited crowd to its debut at the Actors Playpen in Hollywood. Long before the sun went down, the cast and crew were busy preparing for the evening's performance. Written by actor and COC adjunct professor Joe Kamhai, the play offers a unique take on the typical 3-act structure.
All these 3 acts, they could all be played as a 1-act, or they could be played together as a full length. And I'm not aware of any other plays that actually do it that way.
Intended for mature audiences, the story revolves around Angelo, a streetwise mafia hitman, and his wife, Dr. Deborah, a feminist English professor, struggling to conform him as she pursues a sexual harassment case against one of her colleagues. With a running time of 2 hours, 2 10-minute intermissions give the audience a chance to mingle, enjoy refreshments, check messages, and still make it back to their seats in time for the next act. Tackling controversial themes like religion and racism, Wackademia pushes the boundaries of political correctness. But as stand-in actor and director Rod Oden explains, that is exactly the point.
Wackademia. Offensive, but good.
And survey says...
Oh my god, it was so funny.
It was really funny.
I didn't expect it to be that funny. It was really good.
Wackademia will be playing here at the Actors Playpen in Hollywood on Fridays and Saturdays until December 19th.
The new Twilight film, New Moon, has captured the attention of moviegoers around the world. Ryan Foote was at the midnight premiere with the details.
How much could you mean to him if he left you here, unprotected? But I can't help myself. You are so mouth-watering.
Jake, run!
All day Thursday, November 19th, the Valencia Edwards played host to hundreds of eager fans waiting to see their favorite book series come to life. Whether it be rereading their favorite books, wearing shirts of their favorite characters, or even buying candles of their favorite scents. To these fans, it's all Twilight, all the time. 5 late-night showings, 5 shows sold out. These are the real fans. To them, waiting for the night of the actual release just doesn't cut it. They prefer the midnight variety. The fact that it's a school night doesn't make a difference to these diehards.
And you guys excited?
Oh my god, yes.
What time did you get here?
I got here at 8 o'clock this morning. And we got here after school at 8:30. I stood in line for them. So I skipped
8
school.
a.m.
8 a.m.
You skipped school?
Yeah, we're second in line.
With fans like this, it's easy to see how the film took in $72.7 million in its first day alone. These fans have waited for over a year since the first installment of the Twilight film saga was released. So for them, 5 or 6 hours outside on a cold night, no problem. At the Valencia Edwards, I'm Ryan Foote, Cougar News.
Ashamed of that Halo and World of Warcraft addiction you've been hiding? Well, as Taylor Jackson explains, there really is no reason to hide it anymore.
Geek, nerd, dork. These are some of the names you would have been called 15 years ago if you had told anyone you were a gamer. But with the creation of popular games like Halo, World of Warcraft, and Call of Duty, some gamers are asking, are multiplayer games no longer uncool?
Oh, absolutely. It's much more acceptable than it once was. I know lots of people who play World of Warcraft who definitely wouldn't qualify as geeks. Truck drivers and young professionals. I know a few people back in my hometown who play World of Warcraft, and I know of at least a few around here on COC who play, if not WoW specifically, other multiplayer type games.
Even those who don't game seem to appreciate its uses. ASG Computer Lab supervisor Ronna Randall had a few thoughts to share on the matter.
I think it's fine. I think students need to unwind if they have a lag time between classes or whatever, and the nice part about our lab is that they can do that here. And it seems to relax them. So I see a wide variety, everything from games to just doing games on Facebook or some other type of social network.
But even with the advances in internet technology, old school gaming has never died out. Eager players still gather around tables for some role-playing games such as Dungeons & Dragons, GURPS, and the Star Wars RP game. So if you're looking for a good time, just check out your local game stores. For Cougar News, this is Taylor Jackson.
Sports video game graphics have become so lifelike that it brings you into the action. Eddie Reed brings us the story inside of NBA 2K10.
It's amazing, I'm the reason everybody fired up this.
For the past 7 years, the NBA 2K series have been ranked the #1 basketball game according to VideoGamersReview.com. What attracts sports gamers the most, you ask? Well, the animations and the players' models. The creators focused on little details in the game which helped it put it among the top games of the decade, along with Halo and Call of Duty. Players do their actual pre-game ritual as they do in real life. The dribbling, passing, and shot formations are a lot more realistic this year than any before. Every day, the NBA teams and their player stats are uploaded based off their real-life performance, thus affecting the gameplay. The menus have been recreated for easier and more efficient gameplay. With more controls and settings in the menus, the players find it easier to strategize for the game. A new feature called My Player allows you to create a player, go through training camp, and try to get drafted to make an NBA basketball team. If you aren't drafted, you may be demoted to D-League.
I spoke with a couple students to see what they thought about NBA 2K10. Here's what they thought.
NBA 2K10 is addicting, like you don't understand. Like, I miss class for this kind of stuff. This game is great, feels like it's real. 10 years ago when they all looked like stick figures, one was not doing that. And it's the best game I ever played.
2K10 is one of the greatest games out there. It got great graphics. I mean, the announcers are funny. And it's hard for me as a COC student to study for finals because I'm always, constantly on the game each and every hour. So that's why I love 2K10, but at the same time, I'm trying to study for my finals. 2K is a great game. Check it out.
Still to come on Cougar News, Santa Clarita Christian goes for their second straight championship.
Plus, Saga's girls cross-country team competes to be the best in the nation.